Welcome, beautiful yogis. This is gentle yoga, getting us ready for a good night's sleep. And we will do some restorative poses tonight. So I hope you have your bolster at hand and set it up for the open book as our opening pose. And so this pose is so great for opening the breathing area, opening the heart, the lungs, the ribs. As we lie back now, over the reclining bolster, propped up with your blocks and your blankies to support your elbows and your thighs. And find the midline and close your eyes and take a lovely nose breath in and sigh it out. And if that felt good, repeat that lovely sighing away the day. Having arrived here at the end of this beautiful day, and we have completed our tasks as best we can. It never gets done, so we can allow that too. There's always more. And here we are giving this gift of presence to ourselves as we rest in this supportive pose and feel the breath and begin to breathe more intentionally. And so after 2 or 3 lovely big sighs, sighs are so releasing. We begin our nose breathing, and we begin the breath deep in the belly to feel that rising tide of the breath in. All the way to fullness, and then the pursed lips for the exhalation. Smoothen this breath out. Slow it down until you have nothing left. Nose inhale. Pursed lips, exhalation. And once more. Lovely. So the arms are at rest at your sides. Turn your palms down for a moment. Your arms are still at ease, the elbows relaxed. And now as the breath comes in, we'll slowly float the arms up. So it's all through the nose now. Float your arms up on inhalation, almost as though they're just magically being lifted up as we breathe in, and it doesn't have to go all the way overhead, just to the zenith point is fine, and then slowly return the palms down, arms down, slowly. This is the exhalation. They might land on your legs, on your tummy, or on your blankie, no matter. Inhale, let them rise, let them float up, so easy. So there's no vigor in the arms here. It's just a lovely softness. The exhale, lower them back down. And so what we're doing here is smoothening the breath and the movement. Sometimes we're a little shaky. If we're very fatigued, we could be shaky. If we have an injury, we could be shaky. Breathing them out to lower. And we'll do this one more time. Float the arms up, so easy. And back down. Nice. So let the arms come to rest again, finding the place that's most comfortable, and roll your palms open and notice how that affects your upper arms and shoulders as well. So with the arms at rest, we'll give the breath, again, full attention. Belly ribs, top of chest filling, pausing, and exhaling, top of chest, ribs, and relaxing the belly, and pausing. Breathing in, holding the breath at the very top, relaxing in this pause. See if your muscles tense, or your shoulders tense. Relax them. Exhale. When we reach that point of emptiness, really let your shoulders, arms drop on the empty moment to breathe in again. All about the breath moving through this physical body. When we're full, we treasure that moment. We're full of breath, we hold it. And then ready to breathe out, do it slowly. And then we rest on empty. Good. So I invite you to continue that. This is the square breath where the in, the pause, the out, and the pause are all the same length. Feel free to count. And because square breathing is not something that happens on autopilot, our attention is called in. And probably having our attention called in on a very simple task can be challenging, because we're used to all kinds of stimulation, excitement, news, what's the latest. We suffer from FOMO. What am I missing out on? And so here we're focusing on the simplest thing, the square breath. And it's a deep healing for our fragmented psyche. And also the knowing that we are doing it together. And that the deep inner physiological, psychological changes that occur with this kind of breathing are happening within our body. We don't need to analyze us. Some of us are very studied in this, we know it. And as many of us just feel it and know it that way. 2 more square breaths. So there is a tenderness as we focus inwards and breathe in this particular way, a tenderness towards this body-mind. As you complete this last square breath, let go the count, let go the intention of breathing square, and just become curious how the breath wants to breathe your body now. So we're handing over the control. Handing over control is a big deal. It takes courage. Because we all like to have a sense of being in control, but of course the truth is, none of us are. And we're doing the best we can. Resting now in the natural breath with curiosity and kindness. if you have a particular prayer, petition, sankalpa, affirmation, something that you want to include in this practice, breathe it into your heart space in your own language. Nice, everyone. And so now let's raise the arms again. Inhale the arms straight up. Now exhale them wide and take your hands to scoop up your knees, bringing them up together until your feet are flat. Widen your feet. Inch your butt slightly away from the bolster and let your knees touch, and rest here a moment, still in that feeling of curiosity, feeling the physicality of this move in the groin, in the hip sockets, and anywhere else you might feel this. Nice. Roll to the side and take the bolster away. And the blocks away. Just to the side is fine. Place one blanket, if you like a blanket under your head. Put a blankie there. And we'll lie on the back now with the strap. So let's see. Let's bring the bolster to lie along your right thigh as we lie on the back with the strap. Good. So very comfy on your back with or without a head pillow. And we'll take the right leg into the strap. Send that right leg up straight. Relaxing your shoulders, plenty of strap to begin to feel the hamstring stretch. Begin to open the back of the knee. And then your left leg slides straight out on the mat, pushing through the left heel to extend now through both heels. Both legs have vigor in them. And that vigor is really in the stretch. And the lovely breath is here, flowing one into the next. The lovely expanding and contracting that happens in this smooth, reassuring way. One more breath cycle in this shape. Good. So please place your strap into your right hand and bring your left arm overhead next to your ear and your left leg very straight. Slowly take the right leg out to the right. Now we've put the bolster there as a little catchment area where you can just rest your thigh on. In other words, we're certainly not trying to get to the ground with that right leg. And having a place to feel supported is always helpful. Tend the breath. Strong in your core as we now inhale the right leg back up, placing a strap in each hand and having that right leg right up the midline again. And we're going to deepen a little bit the hamstring stretch here. So take a breath in. Hold your breath. On exhalation, draw your right leg a little closer, just a smidgen closer, increasing the stretch, the sensation. Stay for breath in. Hold the breath and see how it is when you exhale. Is there a little bit more give? And we'll do it one more time. Breathe in. Pause. And exhale a little closer to the body. Nice, everyone. Good. So now let's bend that right knee. Take it a little out to the right so that your knee approaches your right underarm. And your right hand could reach for your foot or your ankle or keep holding the strap. You could use both hands around the foot. See what's available. So this, if we were facing the ground, would be a lunge. And then let's work that straight left leg. Lift it up an inch or two and hold it there. Breath flows, even though this is a stationary posture. Breath is flowing. Nice, everyone. And gently let your left leg land. It can relax a bit. Taking the strap off, please guide your right foot flat to the other side. So the foot is flat, meaning that your right knee is up. Push it further up with your left hand. And this is nice into the hip socket. Nice. Good. Let go that hand and bring your right foot back to the mat. Slide your left foot beside it. And from the centralized sacrum, let's put the strap now around the left foot. Take that up into the air, comfy in your hands, relaxed in your shoulders. And make sure as you look at your foot that it is as though you were standing on it, not tipping it inwards or outwards. And as we establish the left leg aligned, the right leg could slide out straight on the mat with some vigor in it. We breathe. Flowing breaths, one into the next. You might hear the sound of your breath. If you are practicing Ujjayi breath, you could try that. A little constriction at the throat, so we hear the breath. The whisper of the breath. Lovely, everyone. So let's get that bolster there, the bolster that's on your right. We want to get it to the left, so see if you can maneuver that bolster now to your left thigh to become a support as we now place both straps into left hand and guide your left leg out to the left. Keep the right leg vigorous. Take the right arm next to your ear. And we breathe and feel this shape. Now we breathe in, bring your left leg back to vertical, a strap in each hand. As we deepen the hamstring stretch with a lovely breath in. Hold the breath. Exhale, draw your left leg a little closer to your body. And it's just a matter of millimeters. Breath in again. Pause at the top. Exhale, draw the leg a little more in. And we do it one more time. Little pause. Exhale, draw the leg back in. Nice. So stay here. Attention to the right leg, lift it just up off the floor. Breathing here, we're resting on the sacrum. Got that right leg just off the floor vigorously. Good, and relax the right leg. Bend the left knee deep into the underarm, so a little out to the left. You're going to hold the left foot or the strap near the foot and draw it all in. These stretches are so great to release the tension, the tightness from a sedentary day. Nice. Now please relax your right leg. Take the strap off and take your left foot across your body, placing it flat. So the knee is up, and we use the right hand to push the knee away and activate into that left hip even more. Mindful breath, mindful practice. Great. Release that hand, draw your left foot back flat on the mat. Slide your right foot beside it. And now let's put both feet into the strap. Send the legs up to straight. They are close together. And do it in a way that your feet are not tipping, not out of alignment. So it's just a matter of organizing your strap and keeping your ankle bones and your knee bones in integrity. Filling up with a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Ready to exhale, draw both legs a little closer in. I'm going to do that twice more. Breathe in. Little pause. Exhale, draw the legs slightly in. Try to keep them straight. One more time, breathe in. And exhale, draw the legs in. Nice, everyone. Good, and so now soften the strap to widen the legs. And with the wider legs, feel what's here. So many places to tend in the legs, the current of the stretch. A little warmth here, a little tremor there, a little itch somewhere else. Feel it all. This is all part of tending with acceptance, without judgment, but with kindness, this body where we live. One more flowing breath. Good. And so now we draw the legs back together, bend the knees, put the strap to the side and let your feet come down to the mat. So if you have a head pillow, take it out or just lift your head and take it up a little bit so you'll know exactly where it is. And bring your bolster now underneath your sacrum for supported bridge. So up comes the buttocks, pull the bolster in. And so just for a moment, have your arms comfy and spacious. Leave your feet on the mat. And feel the sensations in your sacrum where the bolster and your sacrum interact, interbe. You might feel a little pressure there. Great. And so leaving the bolster where it is, take your right foot off the floor and start to bring your knee, your thigh closer to your body. It might be helpful to reach for that knee and draw it a little closer in. Don't slip off the bolster. And if that's doable for you, slide your left leg straight. So slide the left foot along the mat until your leg gets as straight as it will go. Press the left thigh down. And we continue to draw the right thigh closer to the body. And feel this separating of thighs. It goes deep into the psoas, deep into the quads. Good stretch, this one. Lovely. Please let go your right knee and let your foot come to flat. Slide your left foot next to it. Coming back to our starting place, let your arms relax. We'll do the other side in a moment. We just have this little pause to catch the breath. To catch this moment with our attention. And we don't, of course, catch it because it's moving all the time. To tend it. Tending the subtle sensations that are here. Great, and so now we'll take second side. Bring your left knee, thigh closer to your body. If it's helpful to hold it, do so with both hands. And if you're stable and ready, you'll slide the right leg straight, heel sliding along your mat. Now some vigor into that right leg. So a little bit more active now. Feel how this is. Nice, everybody. Bring your left foot back down to the mat. Slide your right foot next to it. Pause again with the open palms, arms, the tending of all that is here with loving awareness. Sometimes it is cluttered with thoughts, with issues, with stuff we're dealing with. And sometimes it becomes so accessible so quickly because we've practiced a lot. And sometimes it's simply grace to be still easily. Feel free to stay here with your feet flat. If you like, slide one leg straight and the other leg straight as well. So some vigor in the legs, push through the heels, press the thigh bones down, so a little bit more active now. Even though the upper back, arms and hands are passive, there is some action in the legs. We have one more big inhale here. It's a full one, and then hold this breath. Keep the vigor in the legs. Listen to inner sound at the fullness of your breath. Ready to exhale. Bend your knees. Walk your feet flat. Good. And so now with your feet flat, push the bolster down and let your back land on the mat. And if you like, bring your head pillow back in and place both feet on the bolster. Take your left thigh and wrap it over your right thigh, inching that right foot towards the left. And so now we've got the thighs close together. Feet could stay resting on the bolster just like this. Or you could take your feet off the bolster and reach for your ankles with your hands, drawing your feet further apart. And breathing into this cow face shape. Two more flowing breaths. Good, and let go your ankles, bring your feet back to the bolster, uncross. And then we'll take second side where the right thigh crosses over your left, inching that left foot towards the right. Stay here, or feet off the bolster, catch your ankles. And release, uncross. Good. So now we have the feet on the bolster, parallel. Bring your left ankle across your right thigh for the thread the needle position. Know that this is a lovely place to be, your left hand pushing your left thigh a little bit away. And just 3 breaths. Lovely. Left foot back onto the bolster. Right ankle across left thigh. And press your right knee, thigh away with your right hand. And release your foot back to the bolster. Nice. Roll the bolster further down your mat, giving you room now to roll onto your side and come to fours. And so now let's take crocodile pose. If you love child's pose, feel free to do that. Crocodile pose is a lovely one too, a little less impact on the knees. And we lie with the bolster now under the belly and legs just relaxed out. Forehead supported. Breathe right into your lower back. Just 3 more breaths. Nice, everyone. And so come up and take the bolster away and lie flat on your tummy. Flat on the belly. You can support your forehead with your hands. Legs are relaxed. Good. Now firm up your legs. Raise your right leg just a few inches. Exhale back down. Raise your left leg a few inches and back down. So we'll do this alternating sides, lifting and lowering. Lift and lower. Nice. Relax your legs. Your right arm out to the side. Stretch your right arm out. Rest on the right side of your face. And now take your left leg up. Take it towards the right, cross the midline, and we're rolling a little bit onto the right hip. Now we don't need to land on the floor with the foot, but you'll feel this in your left psoas, left quads, right buttock. Nice, and bring your left leg back, bring your right arm back. Relax at center, completely softened. Left arm goes out to the left. We're resting on the left side of the face. Raise your right leg and take it towards the left, cross the midline, and reach that leg back. We hold it here a few breaths. You've rolled a little bit onto your left hip. And roll back onto your tummy to relax. Full frontal, supported forehead, at ease. Bring your breath into your back. Nice. We're coming up to sit now. So press up. You might come to your knees and take your seat back for a nice extended child's pose, breath or two. And then come onto your folded blanket. Into cobbler's pose. So a little lift under your butt's nice. Soles of the feet together. A hand nice and upright. Good. And we're just going to sit in a way that your elbows are relaxed but your heart is lifted, and close your eyes a moment. How is it now in the internal body? Not in the sense of good, bad, or evaluation, but just to tune in. Tune into this constantly shifting energy field. Nice. We'll add a forward bend to this. So before we go forward, we want to go up through the spine. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and then let your heart lead. Slide your hands down towards your feet as we start to reach out of the lower back, out of that sacral area where we were lying. Can you feel it? So no goal, no agenda other than being present. Two more cycles of your breath. And come upright, switching now to cross legs. Crossed at your ankles or your shin bones, renew your sit bones position. And this is a lovely place to move into the spine. Bring your chest forward, lift the chin, making a little hollowing in your back. And then as we exhale and round the back, draw tummy in. Draw forward, inhale. Forward and lift. Exhale, round and lower, face. 3 more. Nice and slow with your breathing. Two to go. One to go. Lovely. Come to your tall frame. Take your arms wide out. Reach the opposite walls with your inhale. Turn towards your right. Exhale. Stretch again. Inhale, up and wide. This exhale, go a little further and let your hands come down. One behind and one on the opposite knee. Lift tall. Turn your ribs. And then your face on the exhale over your left shoulder. Tilt your ear a bit. And if that shoulder's crept up, take it back down. Good. And so now looking down towards your left knee, lean in that direction. And that arm behind you, your right arm, comes up next to your ear. And rotate your ribs in that direction. Nice side stretch all the way from the right hip through the ribs, through the underarm to the fingertips. Lovely, everyone. Now turn to the front. Bring your knees up, holding on to that one knee, and bring your free hand to the other knee. We've got crossed arms. We let the knees fall, creating a little rounding, and stretch across the upper back. Feel that? Good. And a release. Good. Let's switch the cross of the legs now. Take your arms wide and your spine tall, breathing in, and rotate the other way now towards your left. Tall, go a little further and lower the arms for a little support, one behind, one over the knee. And so there's an upward thrust on in and a further rotation on out breath, turning your face the opposite way. Looking over that right shoulder, tilt your ear slightly. Feel the breath. Feel the places that are activated. And now we're going to lean towards the right thigh. The arm from the back comes up next to the ear. A hand looking under that arm now. Feel the extension from your left hip. Ribs, underarm, long arm to the fingertips. All of it's enlivened. All of it has some vigor in it, but don't fall over, meaning keep that sit bone grounded. On coming back to vertical, hold your knees. So wrap one hand over the knee and cross the other arm across. Let the knees fall into your hands, creating that upper back, middle back rounding stretch. And draw your chest forward, let go the knees. Sit a moment now on the tall, cross-legged seat. A little side stretch. So let's go to your left. The hand slides out on the mat. Your right arm is free to sail up and over and reach vigorously. Bottom ribs turn forward, stay in a side stretch. So we're just leaning lightly into the hand on the mat. Don't put your full body weight there, just a little support. That other sit bone stays down, right sit bone grounded. All of that works the internal muscles, keeping our sit bones, hips aligned. Catch the inhale to come back to upright. Lower the arms and sit a moment. Feel the echo of the stretch, I like to call it that, because there's an afterglow to each stretch. Let's go the other way. Up and over. Remember to keep a little push down through your left sit bone with the left arm reaching, creating that side stretch. And breathing in, we come upright. And sit for a moment in that central axis of your spine, attention inwards, as tall as you can. Awareness to your sitting bones. And as you breathe in, have a sense of tracing the breath up your spine, up your back. So when you reach the top of the inhale, we've reached the crown of the head, which stays lifted as we exhale down the front of the body. No drooping, it's just the movement of the breath down on exhale, up the back on inhale. Little pause at the top, and then the exhale down the front. Stay with this. Inhale up your spine. Now as you get to the top, have your gaze at your brow. Hold it there as we exhale down the front. As we did. Hold the gaze at the brow. Draw the breath up your back. Down the front. Continue to hold the inner gaze as we stay with this moving of prana. Nice, everybody. As you complete your exhale, lower your chin, open your eyes. Seated forward bend. So beginning now with your right leg, take it directly in front. Feel free to use your strap to reach your foot. Holding now your strap in a comfortable way, be upright. A little bit like when we were lying on the back, the leg was in the air. Lovely. Release the strap and switch sides. Tall frame. We hold the tall frame. We pull a little with the strap. And we tend the breath. Shape the breath. Long, slow and deep. Nice, everyone. Release the strap to the side and make your way to your back again. You can use your head pillow. Coming down onto the back. If you use a bolster, have it within reach so that you can easily bring it in a moment. Before we settle into Shavasana, place the block between your knees. Wide arms, and just a little side to side with the block between your knees. Just side to side, roll your hips. Last one to each side. Good, and then remove the block. Bring your bolster in for final relaxation. Be sure to position it exactly the way you like it so that you are symmetrical. You can lift and lower your sacrum, smooth out your clothes and your skin. And settle your arms, shoulders, legs. With your palms rolled open, the empty hands. Fill out with a deep breath. We're going to hold this breath. Full, full, full to hold. And exhale, relax your body. Giving up all effort of shaping the breath. Let it be as it is. Feeling the ground hold you and this melting of your body. Muscles, bones, skin, all of it. A kind of dissolving away. Even in the relaxed place, bring awareness to your heart. This precious, precious heart. And deepen your breathing here. recalling your intention, sankalpa. Offer gratitude for that. Gratitude for a comfy bed and a good night's sleep. Waking up feeling refreshed and eager for the new day. See it all in your mind's eye. And then begin to move your toes, your fingers. Draw the knees in and roll via your side up to sit. So lovely to practice with you at this time of day. Inhale, stretch it up. Namaste, beautiful yogis.